Why is your background so blurry?
Oh, is it still blurry? I had it because I was on a thing the other night for this class I'm taking. And my thing's in my bedroom, so I don't want to see my bedroom.
It's throwing me off. Looks like I don't know, you're intentionally blurring everything behind you for some reason.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna leave it.
State's evidence or something like that?
There's stuff back there that you can't see.
I already know where you live.
Yeah, but you can't know what's in the room. What if you get called for a witness?
So the less I know, the better I'm.
Yes.
You're looking out for me.
You're like, hey, Mark, do you know on 1 o'clock on Saturday, March 18th, what Jarrod was doing?
What you mean? What happened with that white blur in the background? I have no idea.
See, you're all set. It's like, there's like games like this where it's blurred and you got to figure out what it is.
Concentration. Remember, they would have two clues and you had to match them up, and then they would flip. And it's not exactly blurry stuff. It was an incomplete picture that you had to fill in, and then you had to guess the. Do you not know what I'm talking about? It was
I know the name of the game. I can't remember what it was.
Classic concentration. It was, and then so there was there were numbered blocks, like 36 of them, let's say 6 by 6, I think. And so you'd say flip number 1 and number 2, and you'd flip number 1 and number 2, and it would be two different prizes. And it was like 1989, so it was like when Lexuses first came out and stuff. They might have a Lexus. So, and then if you match the two prizes, you win that prize, and then that thing flips over and it shows you a piece of a puzzle. And then you have to solve the puzzle, and the puzzle would be like the picture of an eye would always mean the eye, So if it was,
it was one of those. I forget.
It would be like a catchphrase of some sort, and then if you could guess it from the picture, you win the Toyota. Yeah.
But we should make a game like that, but it deals with blurred backgrounds of Zoom. Maybe Zoom will sponsor us. And then we'll be all covered up behind my head. It'll be all covered up with different.
It looks like what it looks like is that you're in front of a green screen, but the thing behind you is.
You can do all.
Like you're part of a video game or something.
Backgrounds.
I hate talking about what I see on the screen because I know it doesn't make any sense. Oh, very cool. You're in front of the Golden Gate Bridge.
I'm in San Francisco. It says it has Avatar. Can I be an avatar?
Maybe it's the Mel Gibson movie.
Pat in the side of the head. How about that?
Hey, should I do the rest of the podcast like this?
Your tongue is out.
As a dog? How would this go for you?
It's going to distract me.
How about this?
I know you guys can't.
Mark, welcome.
I know you guys can't see this, but he's a little beagle. Oh, he's so cute.
So should I introduce the show? We haven't done that.
I think we missed it again last time, so yeah, go for it.
Okay, so I asked, because we talked about ChatGPT, I asked them to write one up.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to the Mag Group, the podcast where we blend the latest news and current events with our own unique brand of humor.
I'm Jarrod, and I'm joined by my co-host Mark, as we take you on a journey through the world of news and entertainment. From politics to pop culture, we cover it all and inject our own comedic spin along the way. Our goal is to inform and entertain while also providing a fresh perspective on the stories that matter most. So come on in, take a seat, and join us in the Mag Room for a fun-filled and informative ride.
All around the world you can hear them. Hey, talking about news and kind of funny stuff. Hey, the Mag Room. The Mag Room. The Mag Room.
I'm glad to see that ChatGPT kind of sucks. That was awful. That was awful.
You would enjoy me reading that every week?
Is that thing going to actually have so it has no personality whatsoever,
Well, I was reading about it, and we were going to do some stories on it, so I could tell you about it now or later. But what it's done is it takes all the things on the internet to try to see how humans would speak.
Yeah, so it's just a dead center average of how people would talk.
Yeah, but there were some things where people went down roads with it where it got like really needy or loved them or didn't wanted them to leave their wife which I guess is like real people. Yeah, well, so it doesn't have. It says human-like conversations. It's not self-aware. It isn't sentient, which is what we always worry about. It predicts what we want to know, say, and even think.
Well, we're not going to know if it's sentient or not. It's going to be able to hide that from us.
I'm not sentient, Jared.
So it's trying to do a reasonable conversation. So I thought this episode...
That's exactly what that was. Just a dead center, reasonable conversation.
Whenever we do...
no personality whatsoever.
I mean, I think it might help, like, if you were writing like a professional email and you're like, hey, just...
I'm sure there's legitimate uses for it. I just don't like the idea of it.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, so this episode, when you give your viewpoints on stuff, I'm going to ask ChatGPT what it thinks as well, and we'll compare. And then maybe, I guess, if it's good enough, if I can put a voice...
You're just going to get rid of me? You're just going to get rid of
me?
Oh, my dad was like, you talked too much about Bandit last week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I said we double down.
Like, you should have told him then he didn't have to
Like,
talk
why aren't you over it yet, you
Yeah, did he punch you in the arm, too? Then
Yeah.
after that?
He took somebody else's dog and kicked it in front of me.
Nice.
Like, wow. All right, Kaiser Soze, I
I
got
thought he
you.
would have been on to our idea of the pissing and the thing. I think, yeah, it would be great if you go to his store and you go in his thing and there's a dog to piss on.
A dead dog.
A dead dog.
Getting a little dark, I suppose.
He actually stole Bandit's ashes and now has them to pee on for people to do. Anything else new going on?
Did I write anything down this week? Let me see. I think no.
Nothing.
I don't think I prepared anything. Hold on.
Nothing interesting went on, or any Detective Muga cases, or have you sort of dropped that?
I didn't feel like pursuing the Greg Raiden thing for too much. I don't know. It felt weird to harass the guy. I just thought it'd be funny to have the guy on, but and ask him why.
He obviously doesn't want to be found.
Yeah, I think there's no. If he doesn't respond, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's not really worth pursuing it.
No.
Feels creepy.
What if next time you come up here, you just try to find
Go to his house.
Yeah. You have your new microphone. You could just.
Well, I feel like that's really creepy.
Oh,
like
that's
my thing where I keep emailing him is like
Well, he works.
a little
doesn't he
obnoxious.
Doesn't he have a business? Why don't you pretend you're like a person trying to set up a
buy
business?
something or sell something from him.
Yeah, what does he sell?
Child pornography.
Oh boy.
I forget what he sells. I'm not.
It's like storm drains or something like that, or
Yeah, storm drains.
so you should do.
So I should pretend to be the storm drain king of Florida.
No, you don't want to be the king. Well,
Interested in buying his business.
Storm drains.
No, I want to buy his business.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
I'm gonna pay him.
You're gonna.
like
I just thought
a
you'd
huge
be
premium
a
for his
customer, but you're gonna you're gonna fake buy his business.
business. I want to bilk him out of all of his money. So how do I do this? Get ChatGPT to write me a script on how to do this because I don't know how to talk. I don't know how to talk business.
It is
at that
kind
level.
of fun, the ChatGPT, to do things with. It's kind of fun. Like if you just had time to waste and you just ask
You
it
do it.
questions.
Kind of like having a
It's
friend.
kind of like texting with like having a friend that actually texts you back. So ChatGPT was one of them. The other article I found that was it's about humanoid robots
Jesus
that
Christ.
are coming. Human-shaped robots with dexterous hands will be staffing warehouses and retail stores, tending to the elderly and performing household chores within a decade or so.
I like that they're tending to the elderly, the people that are most scared.
Yes. Says it
Like,
walk
hey, Mrs. Penguin, we have this terrifying polar bear to watch over your grandmother for the rest of her life.
well,
Everything's
they
gonna be
look
okay.
like scary robot. They're like the metal people. Imagine that was you. Like, this is going to be us, right?
Grandma's gonna be, yeah, it's definitely gonna be, yeah. I
We're
don't
in
have
an
any,
old folks' home and we're in like 80. We'll definitely be all robots all over the place.
yeah.
One of them's definitely going to go crazy, right?
One of the robots?
Yeah.
Yes.
They're not huge. It says they're 5'6", 130 pounds.
You can build a robot. Why do you make a little
Yeah, you bring a massive one.
Mexican robot? Like, yeah, I'd be the big, say 6'6", 6'7",
Yeah.
something that could play forward in the NBA.
So they might soon do every job we have,
I like how
I guess
matter of
it-
factly you say that.
which will be, well, they said it could cook a meal. Like, I don't know.
Dude, who is the, not Mennonites, who are those people that, Luddites?
Yeah.
Those guys had it right.
But wait, then no one will have to do anything.
It's great. Isn't that what everybody wants?
Yeah.
What the f*** are you gonna do with your life if why does everybody want so much? Like, if you were just left to your own devices, if you had nothing to do,
people have more
what would
time
you do?
now than they ever had. Like, people used to.
And we still have a reason that we still complain about it.
They had to grow their own food. They had to make their own clothes. They just went to bed, woke up, and did it again. And then, like Saturday night, they got hammered. That was the whole
point of existence.
And then they went to church, and then they did the whole thing over again.
So everybody does the same thing now.
We have tons of time, and you can't handle it.
Yeah.
We need.
Don't you do
with our hands? We need to do the opposite.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to churn butter again. Wash my clothes at the creek.
You have a lake right near you, huh?
I don't think I would. How long laundry took you? I mean, you just wore the same.
How often would you do your sheets? How often would you do your bed sheets?
Never. I mean, you'd scrub. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe once in a while.
If a lass was coming over that night.
People must have just been immune to dust too. Like, I have like a dust allergy, which seems like the most nerdy thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, that dust was, you just lived in dust.
Dirt. You just lived in dirt.
Yeah. Your floor was dirt.
I live on a dirt road, and it's impossible to keep dirt out of my house.
People survived.
I think that's why I never get sick, because I'm just
you're
a little
like dirt
monster. Ball. I was always cut and in the dirt. It's I spent my entire childhood.
Go out in the
dirt. No, I played sports and I don't know, wrestled in the grass. I don't know. I just ended up cut a lot and like dirty a lot. And I don't know. I think
can't do it now as much because of all the ticks. Kids go out in the grass. They come in with like.
You are such a nerd.
No, they do. Like 4 ticks on them.
Yeah. There's more ticks now than there were in 1984.
Yes, for sure. There was hardly any ticks. Okay, well, so robots are going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what I would want someone to do. Like, I don't really love cleaning my floors.
Yeah, you want like the Jetsons style robot.
Yeah, someone who does like
Rosie.
Maid. This summer I'm going to learn
snappy little soundtrack plays.
Cook this summer.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I'm going to learn. Michelle's going to be working. I'm going to take care of them, taking care of the kids. I'm going to learn how to cook.
I should send you. My mom gave me a recipe for are your kids boring eaters, or you're a boring eater? So they probably are too. Huh?
What? When I have a stomach virus, I eat boring. Yes.
Do you like chili
and
yes?
Won't eat it, or they might try. I don't know.
Well, yeah. So you're cooking for kids. I would imagine should be pretty easy. Like you don't have to.
Yeah, I don't want to
learn any spices or anything.
Like just chicken nuggets I mean, I can do that. You just put them on a thing and heat them up.
You don't even know what the thing is called.
Tray, cookie tray, whatever.
I was gonna say pan.
So I want to learn how. That's one of my goals. Maybe I'll be like a new dish every week, like a lasagna.
It's fun. Cooking is fun. Lasagna's good. That's a fun one.
I just never know where anything. Yeah, I need that. Michelle has her stuff where it is. I don't know where any of the stuff is. That's always a little overwhelming.
I mean, just finding the ingredients.
Yeah, and the pan, like the certain pan, like where are? And I got to look through 12 things.
I've never heard anybody that didn't want to cook because they couldn't find the things they had to cook with.
Yeah, I'm just not used to it. So that part takes some mental energy.
You're a weird bird, Jarrod.
Definitely, I definitely am. And your
Mark versus the machine
theme of our episode. The first Sisk story is about parenting.
Okay.
This is from China. An 8-year-old, the parents went out. The 8-year-old was at home on his own for the evening.
I saw a movie about this.
Told to finish his homework, eat dinner, and then go to bed after brushing his teeth. When his parents arrived home in the Hunan province of central China, they discovered that their son had quickly run off to bed when he heard them coming in. When they discovered he had been watching TV the whole time,
oh no!
The parents decided to teach him a controversial lesson.
They chopped his hands off.
What do you think they did?
They cut both of his hands off.
That's what punishment is.
They gouged his eyeballs out.
This is your 8-year-old child in China.
All right. All right. So I'm in China. Probably hopped up on MSG. I locked him in his room and fed him under the door for a week and didn't let him even see a television.
Okay, so that's your answer?
Let me try one more. You didn't sound like you didn't lead me to a ding 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 there. So I'm gonna say his dad duct tied his face to the television and made him walk around with it for 3 days.
That's close.
Really? All right, well, I'm just gonna stick with that one then. I'm not gonna go.
All right, so I asked ChatGPT what they should do. It said it cannot provide specific advice on how to punish a child, but here are some general principles. Clearly communicate expectations. Oh, I think we did that when we went out. We said these are the things you have to do.
Right.
Provide consequences.
Otherwise, I'm gonna duct tape a television to your face and make you walk around with it for 3 days.
Be consistent. So you say you're going to do it every time.
I'm really gonna do it. I just bought an extra roll of duct tape because I wasn't sure if this much was gonna adhere it to your face properly. Sorry, I missed the last one. I was going on.
Encourage positive behavior.
If you do this, I won't duct tape TVs to your face anymore, and I'll feed you the leftovers from our MSG dinner tonight when I get home.
Okay. Well, so what did this parent? So I guess ChatGPT wasn't much help here. I mean, they gave us a framework.
I'm happy that you're showing how bad it is, though. I like this.
It says the couple forced their son to watch TV all night and not get any sleep as a punishment.
What's so controversial about that? It's a little weird. It's a little crazy, but
they even had a camera on him and they filmed it.
Meta. They broadcast it.
Yeah.
To him.
Chai appeared visibly upset and at one point at 4:47 a.m. fell asleep, only to be woken up by his mother to
Fireworks.
watching the screen. So it sparked some controversy online whether that was the right thing to do. Obviously, you think so.
I mean,
you were actually a little softer. You were going to let the kid walk around. He just had to duct tape the TV to his face.
Yeah, but he'd keep falling over forward and hurting his neck in my scenario. I think.
Yeah, maybe it's a lighter one, like an iPad.
No, it was whatever one you were watching it on, pal. Whatever you were watching on, that's what I'd duct tape into your face.
I see.
Yeah.
And you're doing it, you said, for a few days.
3 days.
That's a legit punishment because the parents have to buy in too. They have to be like, we're not getting any sleep either. We're going to make you do this. And then the next day at work, people will be like, why are you tired? And they tell everyone, yes, we made our child watch TV all night.
We videotaped it.
Yeah.
We did it Clockwork Orange style. You guys want to see this tape? It's
They should have videotaped. They should have done a live stream.
Did I ever tell you that I don't love my kid? Have I ever told you that I don't love my children very much?
They should have let it where the people who were watching could yell at the child, so they could have got some sleep, and the people could have yelled at the kid to stay away.
Or they blare music. They should blare music.
So as a parent, you have to decide when you're going to go nuclear. Because there is that thing, like it eventually, like when I do with my kids, it raises it. Eventually, I'm like, you're not going to play your game for 3 days or whatever.
Yeah.
And he does it again, and then I'm like, that's it. You're out. No Minecraft.
Now you have to only play the game for 3 days.
Yeah, I flip it on him. Are you just allowed to leave an 8-year-old at home by themselves, too?
It's funny that nobody cared about that, huh?
They just went out on a date and left their 8-year-old to like do all these chores and whatnot.
We're going to Hunan Palace. Taxes need to be done by, I don't know. I'd like to get them out. I really would like to get them out in tomorrow's mail. So let's say 9 a.m.
That would have been great if that was the real. I told you to do the taxes and you didn't finish.
Jesus Christ, Li Ping.
You're just going to watch TV now for 12 hours.
Yeah. You like Dynasty?
Would you play him just films about how to complete your taxes correctly?
I'd play Classic Concentration for him.
For 12.
But you're going to love this show. Look, this is the one where the guy actually wins the Nissan Maxima. Watch the end here. This is good.
You watch a channel for 12 hours straight. I don't think I've done that in decades.
Wait.
Like watch the
what
TV,
did you do?
Just whatever's on TV, like you do.
For 12 hours?
You don't have, you just turn on the TV and you watch what's on TV.
Oh, like I don't do another, yeah. Uh-huh.
You don't have like streaming or whatever.
Right, yeah.
Like I don't think many people do that anymore.
Right. It's more fun to me. Like I do. I flip around and, I mean, I've learned that I don't like Hogan's Heroes and I didn't, like there's a lot of that people like are revere, old TV shows that people talk about in this grand way and it's like, that show fucking sucks. Andy Griffith Show sucks. It's awful.
12. So you're punishing
so
hours
boring.
of the Andy Griffith
Watch
show?
the fucking Andy Griffith Show, and you're gonna want to. You're gonna watch every mother dish that we have in this home for the rest of your life, kid.
But
All
12
right?
hours a
Ready?
night, Cordy.
That's Opie Taylor, by the way. That kid right there is going to grow up to be he's going to be one of the richest men Hollywood has ever seen. And you're going to wonder, well, how the did that little get so rich from this show? Are you shitting me?
So when you decide that, how many episodes of Chance did you give it? Like, did you watch a couple?
I like to, I'll watch something that I don't like just to sort of laugh at it, like what I don't like about it, you know?
That's why you hang out with me.
That's it's a big part of our friendship, I think,
That's
right?
great. Thank you.
So I can watch, I don't watch it over and over. It's hard for me to watch like 2 in a row, but I'll watch a whole episode and,
You've seen an episode or a few and you know.
It's terrible. Have you ever watched it?
No.
It's so hokey.
I like the beginning. Don't they whistle and they walk around like the
It's
fishing
true.
poles?
Maybe you probably would like it.
I just like that beginning. I don't think I've ever stayed on it and watched the.
Yeah.
You know, it's the old school. It's like
I know.
those old sitcoms are so like everyone has their thing they're gonna do. The guy who's the deputy is gonna make a dumb mistake. Something's gonna happen.
There's never like a grisly murder next door or anything. It's just not. It's not at all representative of anything at all. It's just so stupid.
But you're
it's so
brainless.
stupid
You
to
just watch it to be brainless because you know what's gonna happen and you like.
But even for the most part, the jokes are just it's just predictable. I that's why I think
sure
the grisly murder next door is funny, is because I like things that aren't predictable.
What other old shows would be on?
What's the one with Jennifer Garner's dad?
Garner's dad? James Garner?
Yeah, it's an old cop show with him on it.
Yeah,
or not cop show, he's a detective. Or a private eye.
What's his name? It's just his name.
It's his name. It's his last name. Yeah.
Reinhold or Judge Reinhold. What is it? It's something like that, though.
Yeah. But it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to watch. McGonagall.
What is it called?
I can't remember.
It starts with an R, I feel like.
I was going to say an M. Like maybe
the
it is.
Rockford Files.
Oh, Rockford. That's it.
Rockford. We were close. I think I said hard on at one point. It's like rock. Bird.
Why would that be your last name? Porn star / private eye.
I don't know.
It's the world's first porn of an eye.
No, it would get you into some silly situations at the beginning of every case.
Yeah. Wait till I'm done this girl on the and then I'll be right on the case.
They actually do it. They just say it.
Oh, okay.
They're like, why is your name
Rockford was just Rockford had just finished girl on
That's not, I don't think that's the show. No, so yeah, and then that was when people just watched it. I bet like 50 million people watched the Andy Griffin show.
Griffith, first of all.
Griffin. Yeah.
We be stealing their copyright infringement issues there? Maybe we should say Randy.
The Randy Griffin show. All right, so you won. Mark won. ChatGPT 0.
Okay.
All right, second one.
Loosening up too. I feel like I'm on a roll.
This is more of a serious story for our show. This was from a James Hansen, 60 U.S. scientists, and he's a renowned former NASA climate researcher.
Why was he a former climate researcher? Seems like nowadays, if now more than ever, do we need climate researchers?
Yeah, so this
guy quits while he's ahead.
Open letter about how to solve the Earth warming.
Yeah, from a former scientist. I don't know, whatever this guy's about to say doesn't mean to me.
So
why did he get kicked out of the thing?
It doesn't say.
The Weather Scientist Club?
Because it's weird. It pointed him out. It says more than 60 U.S. scientists, including James Hansen.
Who got fired 6 days ago.
He's like a cool guy.
Yeah. Oh, wait, what'd you say his name was?
James Hansen.
Oh, okay. All right. Forget it. I'm wrong. I didn't mean to question you guys. No, I do. I've heard the name before.
Veteran climate scientist credited with alerting
Hansen,
the world
to
the dangerous escalation of global temperatures in the 1980s.
Back when he was still working. Yeah.
So what did he propose?
A shield that goes around the Earth and only lets in the right amount of light. It's programmed by the same robots that are going to take care of old people to surround the Earth and protect us forever.
Okay, so you say a shield?
Yeah, a shield that goes around the Earth,
Okay.
like a clear, probably made of like some sort of polyurethane type of deal, some polymer. Anyway,
ChatGPT is putting together its answer.
okay.
Yeah, it says there are a number of proposals and technologies, but
Well, yeah,
many
that
of
was
them
just
are
one.
still experimental or theoretical.
Well, obviously, look, I probably started about 2 days ago in my garage just doing the models and whatnot. I don't know. I think I might be onto something.
All right, number 1, afforestation, planting large number of trees and other vegetation. That seems like just a bazillion trees everywhere. That's not going to work. Carbon capture and storage. So you captured carbon from the air and store it underground.
Like with your hands? Like we all just do that
Yeah, you just grab it.
and then bury it.
That doesn't seem like it would have any, like, there'd be the future where they dig some hole and all the carbon would come out or something.
Carbon.
Renewable energy, which people are doing, but that's kind of slow, right? Solar,
heard of that.
wind, or
Yep.
hydropower. And then the one
Hydro means
similar-
water.
Thank you. Thanks so much. So 60 U.S. scientists, including Mark Einloth, who lives in Jupiter, Florida.
I'm a former weatherman scientist.
Weatherman scientist.
Yeah.
So then the last one is sort of what you were saying, geoengineering.
Yeah.
Manipulating the Earth's atmosphere to reduce the amount of solar radiation or increase the amount of carbon dioxide that's absorbed by the oceans.
So wait, what do we want? We want less carbon dioxide?
Less carbon, yeah. Well, it depends how much carbon you're generating that you allow.
Oh, I got a lot of carbon. I got my cat.
Whatever you did with bandits.
Bandits. Yeah, bandits all carbon right now.
Yeah.
I didn't get it back though. Maybe I'll go call.
What's that?
Huh?
Did the nurse Stiffy steal it or whatever? Remember the nurse that said they loved Mimi? We will always
I got the option of whether or not I wanted him back, but I don't want him back.
Oh, so
She
what do they do with it?
I mean, I imagine they just dump it somewhere,
You know, there's just like this
like a
huge
parking lot
pile of ashes behind their business.
of dead dogs.
It seems brutal. Did it cost more to get it back or for them to keep it?
Well, yeah, to get him back, you could get him back in an urn and all that stuff. I was like, I don't want
What
to.
if you want just a zip
Morbid. Of just ashes.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure people have asked that before. I don't know.
Is that more?
To get this, you have to provide you. She said, if you bring us a Ziploc bag, we'll fill it with. We don't know whose dog's at. We don't even know if they're dog ashes. I smoke cigarettes back there all the time. Half
It
that
does
shit's bomb,
seem
bro.
somewhat more. They're probably every time like, "Whew, you didn't want it back." They
Yeah,
don't know where it goes. They just freaking
yeah.
like they actually keep them separate.
Well, so you could. The options were to have like you could have it in its own, whatever you call it, furnace. Yeah, they would do it alone or just with a group of other dead dogs.
I see.
I said, yeah, just do it with the other dead corpses. That's fine. Just throw his lifeless
Yeah, like on his
body
own.
in
They're
there.
like, that would be $600. You should just do it with the other one.
Yeah, he loved being around other dogs. Now that I think
it's
about
his
it,
best.
he was a pack animal when it comes down to it.
Yeah.
So, is there a way I could get in with an even bigger amount of dogs? Like, so, do they fill a dump truck with dead dogs everywhere? And,
Extra. So terrible. We're laughing. So this person proposed brightening the clouds to make them more reflective of sunlight was one option, but they didn't. They passed on that one. The option that they put in this letter was to spray aerosol particles such as sulfur into the atmosphere because it would deflect the sun's rays.
this is a weird story for you to pick because I know I'm like the least science knowing guy you know.
But you almost pretty much said what they said.
So maybe I'm the most science knowing guy that you
I
know.
don't know. It just seemed crazy. They just have to constantly spray air. Remember when they told us to stop spraying aerosol?
Yeah, like in the 80s, if you teased your hair up with hairspray, you were a total because
Because the ozone layer had a hole in it.
yeah, and because my hair just looked stupid with hairspray in it. But
I think that one was a tie between you and ChatGPT. I think you tied. So you're 1-0-1. Florida was fun.
yeah,
We didn't even talk about that. It
yeah.
was fun. It was good
Saw
to go.
Jarrod in Orlando.
We went to the beach. That was fun. We did a couple parks. The second day, we went to Universal.
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes, it was brutal. There were so many people there. I guess it was spring break for the kids, for the Florida kids.
Yeah.
I just don't understand if you live there, why you would go on that day. Like each ride was like an 80-minute wait and wall to wall.
Real?
Yeah.
You waited more than once over an hour to ride a ride?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it was brutal.
Oh, man, that sounds awful.
The ones we ended up later just doing the ones that were the short waits, and they were fun.
That's what I would, yeah.
We did a Jurassic Park one. The dinosaurs looked like they were from like 1985. Didn't look anywhere near real. But it was this water boat ride. You're in the boat, and you know, Jurassic Park, like, hey, you're on this tour, and then all of a sudden the dinosaurs get loose, and this rubber dinosaur is like that's half hanging off the thing is like rah, whatever. And you're supposed to be scared.
Duct tape.
Yeah, and Universal's like a weird mix because they serve a lot of booze, and then the rides are a lot of virtual rides. I don't know, some were cool. We did the old ones like E.T., Men in Black. They were fine.
So Universal, I've been to Disney World once in my life, and it was probably 10, or maybe I was 11.
Yeah.
But what's Universal? I've never been there. So it's a park that's dedicated to like movies. Is that?
Yeah, I mean it's like Disney, but it's more whatever they have. So
And they're not affiliated in any way. For some reason, I thought they were all like the same thing.
No. So Universal has two parts. They have this town area which you don't have to pay to go to. It has like a bunch of restaurants and movie theater, and then it's like called City Walk or something like that. And then you go over into the park, and there's two parks and a water park.
Is it weird that I didn't know that? Is it weird that I didn't know that those were two different things?
Yes. Yeah, it is a little bit weird. Yeah, it was just a weird area. You could tell. And then they had a Marvel area, but you could tell that like they're waiting because Disney owns Marvel now. So probably whenever their contract. So it was like
and Universal. Pretty sure I've heard this before.
The old school. Somebody said it once. But yeah, some of the it was the end of the day. It was like 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, should we do one more ride? And Teddy hadn't done a bunch because they were more older people rides. So he said they had a Minions ride. We went, and the wait said 80 minutes. And I'm like, no, we're just going home.
Did he cry?
The kids got mad. He didn't care. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
Emma and Brennan were like, come on, we can do one more. I'm like, we got to fly tomorrow.
Only 80 more minutes.
Yeah.
Only 80 more minutes. For how long do you think those rides go on for? 5 minutes?
5
even,
minutes.
right?
Yeah,
okay.
5. The Harry Potter one we waited. Because I didn't wait in the first one. But the second one, Emma was like, come wait. I'm like, great. And you were in this thing where it looked like you were flying. It was like a virtual thing where you were flying. It was pretty cool, but it was like 10 minutes long.
Can you imagine going on one of the days when one of those rides opens? You know, like the first day the Harry Potter ride opened?
Yeah, I would crap my pants.
That's awful. Like, I will do anything to not have to wait in this line, son. I have a name. I'm sorry that I never named you.
And I never let you watch TV again after that night. But
yeah, and I duct tape all that. Every time I want to prove a lesson to you, I duct tape the thing that I'm mad about to your face.
So now I will duct tape a ride weight to your face.
Son, when we get home, I'm going to take all my duct tape and burn it in the fire.
Do you like roller coasters?
I used to love, well, I don't know. I guess I never loved roller coasters, but I would always go on them. And I think I still would, but I'm starting to get a little weird about all the bad press that they get.
My sister mentioned that to us on the way to the ride. She pointed out the ride where the kid you'd said had passed away. Like, that's not a good thing to do on the way to the park.
Yeah.
But they're crazy. Like, they have the Hulk ride. It's like, me and Brennan, we just watched it. They go upside down like 7 different times.
Fuck it. I'm not into it. Like, I'm not going to do it anymore.
There was one called
I think
the
that would
Rocket,
be an awful...
which puts you up like, I don't know, it must have been half a mile up. And then shoot you down.
Yeah. I hate, like, attention, you know, like, to have a whole bunch of people staring at me. Like, it's hard for me to take a bunch of... And imagine
that
being
a ride as well? A staring ride? You stand there and people...
Everybody looks at you. No, but just my dead, lifeless body. This is my dead, lifeless body in the middle of a theme park with a bunch of people like freaking out and screaming and pointing at me. Seems like the worst way in the world to die, and I feel so horrible for the kid that happened to. That
yes,
I do
enjoy how you're now judging what you're doing. If I died doing this, would it be okay? I read this week that I didn't bring that said you sent it to me. About if someone dies on an airplane. What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you read it?
Yeah, you have to stay there.
Just what if it was a full flight? How crazy would that
both
be?
my flights were full. I was thinking like we had 5 of us in a row. So it was 3 kids and then me and Michelle and then another person. What if that person was the one who died?
I was so bummed out that I found that after you had already
I would just have to sit
taken
next
off
to her
and
the whole
landed.
flight if she had passed away.
Yeah?
I think I would have just assumed she was sleeping
Do you think you can get a free flight out of that?
until she didn't get up at the end. Yeah, maybe.
I think maybe from now on I'm gonna be like, I'll sit next to the old bag in the if you guys I'll take that's cool.
Yeah, free
I don't mind.
If I flew by myself, like when we went to Florida,
By the time you got here,
so until the guy wanted to get out of the row when I was in
you
the
were
middle,
covered in crows.
he would have just been like, "Get up!"
He's right on top. Can you move that dead guy so that I can get my bag?
bags. I gotta get out. Oh, people were jerks too. It was like once the plane landed, this guy like totally.
Oh, this f***ing dead guy. God damn it, dead guy.
Michelle, you gotta stand up because they're gonna take our row part and we're not gonna get out. And the guy totally did it. He put like his bags in our thing.
Yeah.
And Michelle kind of got up and I was like, dude, you gotta move your bag back because we need space to get our bags out. And he didn't do it. He just kind of stared at me.
Do you know that guy was dead the whole time?
Standing in the row?
Like Bruce Willis in The Sixth Sense. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can I run and pee? I have to pee so bad. I'm sorry.
We can wrap up too if you want.
Okay.
You want
Glad
to
to know.
wrap up? Theme song Mega Yellock. Email mugaandcisco@gmail.com. Or you put your phone down this week.
Oh, yeah, we
I'm
forgot
not
to
even
say
going to
that.
mention social media. And
Yay.
stick with the mag room. And everything else is cream cheese.
Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good. The my groom's good. Ooh, ooh, I like my groom. I like my groom. Ooh, ooh, my groom is good. My groom is good.
Honestly, I just love staring at you, though.